Excuse me guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the best chest warm-up exercises. Let's get started. Alright ladies and gentlemen, so the first thing you're going to do is grab 5-pound plates. Or 2.5 if you're a female. Males, I suggest 5 pounds. What you're doing here is lateral swings. So you see my arm is parallel to the ground. I'm bringing my forearms out and my elbows are staying to the side. As you see, my forearm and my elbow are all in a 90-degree angle. You want it at a 90-degree angle because you want the tension to be placed on the front delt along with the side delt and your mid-chest once you come forward. This is a great warm-up. You see my rotator cuffs, everything is turning, getting warmed up, getting ready. This is an amazing one to start off with. You won't feel stiffness in those areas that you usually feel tight in. Alright, next up, you see I have my fingers inside. There's 3 fingers inside because I'm going to swing these plates. You want to make sure that you have a good grip so it doesn't fly across the room and hit someone in the face. But most importantly here is you're alternating. You don't just want to train one side, you want to alternate. So you could either do 2 reps on one side, then alternate, or alternate with every rep. But as you're doing here, arms are straight, full range of motion. Going forward, crisscross, then back down. This is a great way to warm up your chest, along with your stabilizers and your rotator cuff. And the good thing is that you're actually getting fully warm because you're going to avoid injury. A lot of people have strained, pulled, or even torn a chest muscle or even a tricep because they didn't warm up good enough. So this chest exercise, this warm up, is going to take your chest gains to a new level because you're going to feel loose, you're going to feel warm, and you're going to avoid injuries. Next up, we have the lateral raise. Some people do this for the outer portion of your deltoid, which is your shoulder, but this actually helps with your stabilizers as well for your actual chest exercise. So if you're doing heavy bench press, narrow, wide grip, flies, anything like that, it's going to help you with your chest. As you see from the back, I'm lifting up. The reason I'm showing the back view, this is not a back exercise, but this way you see exactly where your elbows are going. You're gonna guide it with your elbows. I'm not swinging it up, everything is controlled. I'm speeding it up because I want my shoulders and my chest to be fully ready and fully lubricated. Next up, we have flies, standing flies. Number 1, you see my core is tight, I'm standing up straight, and you see I'm breathing. Outside of that, I'm bringing it in and out. This is mimicking a normal fly and you're fighting gravity. So as you see, my stabilizers are starting to strengthen, they're starting to ignite, and everything is getting tighter, getting warm, and getting loose. But overall, you see the angle from the back, you see I'm doing full range of motion, out and in, parallel to the ground. Alright, next up, you're training your rotator cuff. You're going to get that fully warmed up, fully lubricated. I'm a 90-degree angle. You see my forearm along with my actual bicep and tricep. There's a 90-degree angle. My elbow is staying in place, forearm goes up and back down. I like to point my finger because it helps with the range of motion and it helps me to point where I'm actually going. As you see the side angle, you see I'm not putting a major strain on my rotator cuff. Once again, this is 5 pounds right here. So if you're female, I suggest using 2.5 pounds. All the way down, all the way up. You see the stabilizers igniting, everything is getting warm, everything is getting loose. You're gonna feel amazing training chest once you do all these warm-up exercises. Next up, forward and back. You see I'm swinging them. My palms are facing each other because you see I'm actually training my front delt. The front delt is getting warmed up. The chest is tightening up on the way up. And overall, this is going to prepare you for bench press. As you see, when I swing back, I'm letting my arms go past my body and all the way back up. Swinging back past my body, all the way up. I'm going at least to my forehead. You want that full range of motion. Now that you're fully warmed up, this is when you can stretch. Most guys, they start to stretch right when they get in the gym. They get in the gym, they get against the wall, they grab a pole, they grab a bar, they grab a stick, and then they immediately start stretching. Terrible way, because you're not warm and you don't want a static stretch, a cold muscle. That is how you pull a muscle. This is what a lot of guys have done. They pull their muscle. They do this, then they go immediately, they get into the bench press, they add 135, 185, 225. Next thing they know, they either tore something or they pulled a muscle. So only do this stretch once you're fully warmed up. Next up, we have full range of motion, arm swings. Forward, backwards, single arm, both arms. This can also be used as a swimming warm-up as well. Rotator cuff, chest, along with your tricep, because on the way down, those ignite as well. Here you see a closer look. Rotator cuff is getting loose, getting ready to lift. Next up, I'm gonna grab a stick or a pole. This is a stick that people tape together, so you don't really need anything fancy. Arms are all the way straight, and you see I'm going back and forward. I'm not fully hyperextending. I can actually go all the way back and bring the stick to my butt, but that's not what I'm going for here, because no chest exercise are you actually gonna do that. I'm gonna go back just enough where I stretch. This actually mimics a fly as well, so when I fly, I usually stop right there. Obviously, I'm gonna go out parallel, but I'm training my rotator cuff along with the outer portion of my chest and getting my stabilizers ready. This is a great warm-up in terms of any fly exercise. It helps you go further and it helps everything to be ready, so that way you're not tightening up on the first set or second set. Once you do this complete chest warm-up, you're gonna have an amazing pump. Lastly, I like to just push the barbell. No weight is on the bar. Obviously, I'm pretty strong on bench press, but as you see here, I'm only using the bar. The reason for that is, once again, you want to be fully warmed up and ready. You're doing all these exercises to avoid injuries. I've been lifting at least 15 years and I haven't had a major chest injury, because I always make sure to fully warm up, no matter if I'm in a hot climate, cold climate, or wherever I'm at. I appreciate your time, everyone. Hopefully this video helped. There's more to come soon. Fit with Derick. This is all about fitness, nutrition, mindset, life hacks. And if you're into that stuff, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, let me know what you thought below, or if there's any other exercises that you like to do during your warm-ups. Other than that, in the meantime, I got a lot of videos here that'll definitely help you, and one down there. See you guys in the next video. Have a great day.